We decided you're not my type, my wife announced in front of her friends. I said, thanks for the group decision, and left. They all panicked immediately. My wife told me she was done with me in front of 6 of her friends. We were at our house, the house I bought with my own money, the house I paid the mortgage on every single month for 7 years. She invited her friends over for brunch without telling me about it. I came downstairs expecting a quiet Saturday morning. Instead, I found 7 women sitting in my living room drinking mimosas and staring at me like I was interrupting something important. I started to go back upstairs when my wife stopped me. Actually, stay. We need to talk. She said it with confidence, like she rehearsed it. Her friends were all watching me, some of them smirking. My wife stood up and crossed her arms. We've been talking, she said, and we decided you're not my type anymore, so we're done. She gestured to her friends when she said we, like they voted on ending my marriage over croissants and orange juice. I looked around the room. These women, I knew all of them. I helped 2 of them move into new apartments. I fixed another one's car when it broke down at midnight. I was kind to every single one of them for years. Now they were nodding along while my wife announced our divorce like it was a book club decision. Her best friend Jenna actually laughed. She said you'd probably cry. My wife smiled at her. He's too soft. That's the problem. I've needed a real man for years. They all laughed. All of them. In my house, on my couch, drinking mimosas that I paid for. Something shifted inside me. Not sadness, not anger, just clarity. I nodded slowly. Thanks for the group decision. I appreciate the democracy. Then I walked upstairs. I heard them laughing behind me. Heard my wife say I told you he wouldn't fight for me. Pathetic. I packed a bag in 10 minutes. Laptop, documents, clothes. When I came back down, they were still drinking. My wife looked surprised when she saw my bag. Where are you going? You said we're done, so I'm leaving. She rolled her eyes. I meant we need to figure out the details. There's nothing to figure out. You made a decision with your friends. I'm respecting it. I walked toward the front door. She followed quickly. Her voice was different now, less confident. Wait, we need to discuss the house, the cars, the accounts. I stopped at the door. The house is in my name. Bought it before we got married. The cars are both in my name because your credit was bad. The accounts are separate because you wanted financial independence 3 years ago. I opened the door. Looks like you got your independence. Enjoy it. I walked out. Heard her calling after me. Heard her friends asking what was happening. Heard the panic starting to set in. I drove to a hotel and checked in for a week. Turned off my phone. Let myself breathe for the first time in years. I knew something was wrong for a while. The late night